So guys, I'm looking through my Facebook, and let me show you a known cyanide case, which is hard to find. You can go online and you don't see this kind of thing. If you look at the damage to this brain, this is identical to my brain, which is this picture right here. See that? Now, if you see all the slices, which is one of them, obviously, you'll see more and more the exact same I mean, it's the exact same damage. This is a person of known cyanide. This person died. And if you look at my brain, it is just as bad, if not worse. When you look at all this, if you look at the pathways, just look at the brainstem. See this? That's supposed to be nice and clear, and look how it's all broken and destroyed. That's from being poisoned. Just look at it. This is a poisoned brain. The whole brain, you see uniform damage. I mean, basically poison. You don't get this kind of damage from any other way unless you're ingesting a toxin of some sort that causes your body as a whole to systematically fail. A stroke, you'll get a clot in a certain region. It will not look like this. This is a poisoned brain. Every doctor out here has falsified my records. They saw this, and right away, any doctor would know this brain was poisoned. Right away, that's not even close to a normal-looking brain right there. It's just like this one. Everybody would know right away this guy was poisoned. Any doctor right away would know that's poison. It's now hard. So for those who don't know, anyway, as I'm looking through Facebook here. Even this doctor has seen it. He actually admitted I had some brain damage from. Well, he said he's the first doctor to say it. Actually, say it. He's the last doctor I saw too, by the way. Malesko, there you go. I haven't seen him in I don't know how many years. Um, let's see here. That was probably the last time I saw him right there. 2/20, 2022 was it? Here's Bob. This is the guy who said he knew how to build a weapon. He says he worked for Douglas Aircraft. He said he had an Aston Martin, by the way, which is a $300,000 car. Um, anyway, he's also the one who said, "Who are you going to take your tent to?" Meaning, they used the weapon on me. He admitted to knowing how to build it. I showed him my tent. It had burn marks. He says, "Who are you going to take it to?" Nobody's going to test it for radiation for you, basically. Anyway. So, anyway, Cam model related to Vi, by the way. She's been gone pretty much since. They had, I believe, her pass me at the park too, right where Bob was. Where Bob was at this park here, they had this. I think it was this one. Walk by the park there, which is in Santa Monica. Um, anyway, um, here's Mo. This is the guy I stay with in Brentwood. He's one of the highest ranked people I've met. After they tried killing me, he told me write 60 minutes and give him half if they got it. He's CIA. He said so himself. He said he was Mike's boss. And he made me swear on my mom's life not to talk. And I kept talking and they hit me with a weapon again. So he befriended me after they hit me with the weapon and I lived. Because a bunch of them were like, look, don't kill him. He doesn't know what happened. So he's like, all right. Or they agreed. All right, well, we'll give him another chance to keep quiet. If he keeps quiet, we'll leave him alone. Or not leave him alone, but they weren't going to pay me anyway. So they tried killing me again because I talked. And then that's his own writing, by the way. That's his name. CIA name. This was to get his gym discount, and that was the code or whatever. I guess his gym number. That's his handwriting there. He wrote that. I saw him write it. Um, let's see. Anyway, she took off after the attempted murder. Um, Emma. Laney, she took off after the attempted murder. Um, as I'm going down here, I should do this more often. Jay took off after the attempted murder. He was at St. Joseph's. These are all St. Joseph's people. This is Gabrielle in my case manager. She took off after. Basically, when I went to Connecticut to see my mom, I came back after a month, and they were all gone. She was gone. Jay was gone. Laney was gone. Emma was gone. The chef was gone, who might be related to Obama, by the way. So you can see I posted this brain shot many times. Um, Now, this was me before. That's a healthy Jamie. See that? Now, they actually had my dad killed right here. Well, he didn't die right there, but um, anyway, it's a long story. But this is the whole family and his mother. And 4 years later, they turned on me, and I got poisoned. So let's see. Okay, this is Paul's dad, Alan Newell. He's the one who built this computer. They're all falling out here. Um, he's one of them. He's a lead scientist. This is the guy who did the assault and murder, and this is the guy at the volleyball court who I thought could be him. Um, related to Vi, for those who don't know. They took my guitar and gave it to Steve Vai. Whether that's the same guy, you be the judge. The problem is these are two different phone cameras, I think. This was a newer phone, and you can tell it looks like he highlighted his hair color here. Um, uh, whether it's the same guy or not, that's. He had. I'll tell you what. He had the mannerisms of him. If you look at his body, he has similar body structure. He had the mannerisms of him. He looks a little thicker here, so he put on a little weight, I'd say. As this was, I don't remember how many months later. February. So it happened in July. So this is February after. So um, anyway, there's a video of this of me going up to him, and they tried covering for the tattoos, by the way. Or excuse me, the paint. They wanted you to think this is tattoos. You can clearly see that's paint. It doesn't take a genius. That shows premeditated murder by the government. Dude, look, it even looks like. What the hell is this shit over here? Anyway, they were gonna say they saved this guy from me, and I was some psycho. And so he dove to the ground, guys. They were gonna have me go above him and then shoot me, and then show this and say I was gonna kill him, and he had to save him and shot me. This is they're gonna. It didn't work out that way. Um, this was the day before. She's involved too, by the way. I think she's related to Susan Rice. She looks like her. I have to look at her again. There's Bennett. If you look, see, um, it was 7/18/19. That picture. I don't know why I chose February 4th. I guess I reposted it or something. Ronnie was next to Joe, who fired the weapon, and she's giving me a little symbol there. Ronnie was pushing for me to get in this cult. So was Joe, I believe, and so was Mike. And I found the goal. So boom. Let's see. That's Fun Brunette. She con with my family to get me out of Connecticut. So she got me money through Play Chips and Poker Stars. So I was winning a bunch of play money, right? So she bought it off me for like 167 a billion. So I got like $4,000 from it. She showed me her FBI badge, for those who don't know. Let's see. They all obviously knew what happened. If you look at her, she knows all of what happened. The director who put the my guitar on Vi's video. There's Mike. Mike, Mo said he was Mike's boss, CIA. I was friends with Mike for the first 8 months. And here's the guitar, apparently, that Vi put in his video. So that's my guitar, I believe. It was stripped down, he painted it. Obviously, they put new hardware on it. Probably new pickup, definitely new pickups and everything. So what you do is you take the wood and just the body. The neck, I'm sure, is not mine either. So they took the body, stripped it down, painted it, and then re-hardwared it. And I'm guessing his buddy Thomas probably did it, but not necessarily. Thomas never did. Then you got this guy. Let's see. You related to Biden? Who's this guy? I remember that guy. See, I can go on forever. And then you got Holloway. This was the first discharge. So they had him come up to me in the early hours, say, "You're camping." Anyway, go past that one. That's a closer-up shot of him. This is her. Oh yeah, that's him with. Yeah, here's the guitar broken down, basically. I'm sure, I would doubt he still has the guitar. I would imagine they probably got rid of it. Or, you know. Now, the problem is only I could verify if that was my guitar. I mean, well, they could if they told the truth. And obviously, it being stripped down. And that's it in the video. They left the ticket behind after the attempted murder. See that? It was for the tent up. So the original ticket right there, it says March 21, 2018. That sounds about right. So 4 months later, they tried killing me after this ticket. Basically right in the same spot, or not, or within a couple 100 yards. I'll say 2 football fields tops away from where I got the tickets, where it was. Um, so this is Bread and Roses, where the basically this is what your last chance as a homeless guy. You come here, and they were basically vetting you for the cult in this place. You either get in or they kill you. That's what that's for. She took off after I left, came back. That's Rebecca. She was like the mental health specialist. So was Jay, guys, and I never spoke to either of them. And they knew I was injured, and they knew why. They knew I was poisoned, which I didn't know at the time. Here's the pepper spray. I would guess from yeah, that's the one. I guess during the attempted murder that I would have had on me right there. Um, so they switched police chiefs and then tried to kill me. So they put her in and took out the one that was there when I got fried with the weapon. So she was put there, and then they put the LAPD. They switched that one too with Moore, who was there last year when they tried killing me twice. Well, or one was in Will Rogers, which is his area, you could say. Um, this guy said you had him. What did he say? You had him on. You had him in a headlock and you let him go. He said. That's what he said. When I was in the library. He is related to. I should know this. I don't know if they were trying to get me to freak out in the library, but he was reciting the actual event. He says you had him in a headlock and you let him go, talking into his mic. As the guy who did it, CIA. There's my dad. That was my dad when he was in the Navy. um, Heather, that's the one on the Easter conversation. She got $5 million. He got $5 million. She might have got $5 million. That's her daughter. Um, mm, she might be related to Roger Ailes, the Fox News head who left. She was next to me all the time. This woman. I have to see her again, like a front shot. Um, that could have been why they had her next to me to see if I knew Roger Ailes was involved. Fox News. So guys, Santa Monica is like all the wealthiest in the world's families are all there, and that's all the media heads. We're talking the top in all fields. Um, that's the guitar on me. Before it was obviously Rob for me. I had that guitar 23 years, 22, 23 years. I got it in 1995. So guys, they basically ruled me as a sinner, right? And Vi took the guitar back and basically stripped it and then put it back and did it in his video. And that's the Catholic ritual for punishing the sinner. That's what that is. That's why he did it. Oh, this guy. Oh, no, up there. Let's see. This guy right here almost looks like he could have been the guy who hit me with the bike, but I can't swear to it. He was a big guy like this guy was. So during the assault robbery, right, they had a guy who said, "Run or you'll die," and he hit me with a bike. It was a big bike too. He was big like this guy, and at the time I thought this could be him. Um, can't swear to it. He looks like Carrie Elwes, doesn't he? Who I'm supposed to be related to. I don't know if that's the case if they do that, but you know. So I got a bunch of pictures. I basically was taking a bunch of pictures, but not holding my phone right up at them. So that's why there's so many pictures. um, all right, I should probably end this because if it goes over 15 minutes, I'm going to have to edit it. And here's proof it was my guitar. There's all the original documents from my guitar. That's the original headstock or head nut thing, the nut cover for the guitar. And there's the spring cover for the whammy system, and that's the other side of it. So that's my guitar. It had water damage for being on the street. So see that? That's actual water damage, which is another reason he stripped it because you can't put a guitar in a video like that. It'd be too obvious. So that's what my guitar looked like when it was robbed. These are replacement screws. Those aren't the original because they got all rusty. So I took them out and put. Well, is it the original one? I guess it was, but no. So like I said, what he would have done is taken all this stuff out and the neck. They would have sent it to forensics, and then he stripped the guitar and they put everything you see new on it except the wood, which was stripped, so it looks brand new. There's no proof that it's my guitar when you do that because you take away all the evidence, and they redid everything else except the body, which they would have stripped. That's what I believe would have how it was done. Um, anyway, so guys, all these years, you look, these are cameras. I was showing them all these years, saying these are cameras. Everybody has hidden cameras, and she was taking pictures of me with that big camera too, by the way. See, just look at her eyes. It gives away the whole thing. There's the wound. I still have a scar from that. And so, all right, I'll have to end it because this is gonna be too long.